It's coming up to Lent, and Lent's a good time to focus on prayer and fasting. And sometimes it's helpful to have an activity that helps you pray. So I'm thinking about a prayer rope. Now, prayer ropes are used a lot by Orthodox Christians, and they're kind of bracelets made up of knots, usually in wool, sometimes wooden beads. And there can be different numbers of knots, but 40 seems a good number for Lent. And it's not about counting the knots, but using the knots to help keep your mind focused on prayer. And the use of the prayer rope goes back a long way, probably to the early Christian monks and sisters who perhaps were even in the desert. It's a very ancient tradition. One good use of the prayer rope is for praying simple prayers, such as the Jesus prayer. And the idea is that you can pray unceasingly. As Paul says in Thessalonians, pray without ceasing. And it's possible to do that if you've got something around you on your person which helps remind you of the prayers. A traditional prayer could be something like the Jesus prayer. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Or even simply, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. The original prayer rope, as far as we know, is made up of quite complex knots. And certainly the Orthodox prayer rope is made up of very complex knots. And if you want to actually get involved in that craft, then there are lots of videos on the internet which help. But I'm just going to look at a very simple prayer rope. And here's one I made earlier. And I've put it round my wrist, just as a reminder. And I can get it off my wrist quite easily. And there it is. Very simple rope. And it has 40 knots on it. I can demonstrate using a piece of string, because perhaps it's a bit easier to see. So in one end, you tie a simple knot. Like I said, you can do the more complex knots if you learn. Simple knot. Hold the knot and tie another. And each knot you tie, push as far as you can towards the first knot, so that there's not a really big gap. And again, you make a third knot. Now I've got about 1.5 meters of string. If you run out of wool or string, don't worry, just tie another piece in and use that as one of your knots. So I've got 3 knots now. And again, I keep tying simple knots. And I've got 4. And you go on till you've got 40. To use your prayer rope, start with the first knot. And say your simple prayer, such as, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me. Then slide your fingers to the second knot and repeat the prayer. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. And again, onto the third knot. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. And so you continue until you've done the 40th knot. And using the prayer rope can just help you focus on this time of Lent, when we remember Jesus fasting and praying in the desert. And we use our time of Lent to come close to God through prayer.
Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner.